Hello, welcome.
Γεια σας και καλώς ορίσατε.
Now, today is the last day in our series on meat.
Unfortunately.
Yes, well, we're moving on to vegetarian next time. But it's featuring particularly this extraordinary lady called Lydia Legakis.
Yeah, very eccentric woman. And she made the most fabulous stuffed tomatoes.
Yes.
And of course they were vegetarian, you know, they were stuffed with rice, pine kernels and lots of herbs.
Yeah.
But what I liked about the way she stuffed her tomatoes is the way she didn't just slice the top off, she cut it in a zigzag method, and apparently that way is the best. It keeps the tomatoes whole, they don't break.
Right. Yeah.
So I learned something on that day, so I'm quite happy.
Good. Well, you today, on the other hand, are going to be doing minced beef stuffing, aren't you?
Yes.
For these delicious looking peppers
here. Yes, these beautiful coloured peppers.
And I shall be finding wines to go with it.
Oh,
I hope so
great.
anyway. So anyway, let's have a look at Lydia Legakis to start with.
I believe this is one of your favorite recipes, tomates γεμιστές.
Oh, it is, Loulla. It's my favorite because it's so, tomates γεμιστές is such a versatile dish. I prepare it for vegetarian friends. I use it for luncheon dishes with a nice crisp salad. Sometimes I use it on a buffet table. I make lots of them smaller, and I have them buffet because they're eaten cold at room temperature.
Oh, right.
So
You can eat them warm.
Very well.
Yeah.
But warm, but they're very nice at room temperature as well.
Can you tell me what you put in them?
Well, first, as you can see, I scoop them out, I open them, and then I chop onions very finely, or put them in the blender, whatever. And then I use a little mint, dry mint.
Yeah.
Lots of sugar.
Lots of sugar.
Lots of sugar.
Yeah,
this is the secret to very nice stuffed tomatoes.
Yeah.
Lots of sugar, parsley, pine nuts or pinolas.
Yeah, I love that.
Very few raisins, and a few breadcrumbs to give a nice finish to the tomato
And a bit of garlic, I can see
a bit of garlic.
And some,
and of course the rice.
Short grain rice.
Short grain
How much
rice.
do you use more or less?
It depends, because
Are you a typical Greek cook? A bit of this, a bit of that, a cup of that, a handful of this.
I can't say, that's why.
They never measure anything. Yes.
Exactly, I don't know exactly, but you feel it when you saute all of this and it has a nice more or less firm consistency, then you know you have enough rice. Loulla, don't you agree that this is the most difficult part of the whole dish?
It's
so easy.
But somebody has to do it.
Somebody has to do it. Next time you do this, make sure you invite a nice friend who likes to sit and chit-chat, and you have her pulp the tomatoes while you do something else.
You must have some nice friends.
I have nice friends, but it's the country as well, where we still have time to do things.
So we emptied our tomatoes. What are you going to do now?
Now that we empty them, I'm going to put a little salt in the tomatoes. Loulla, would you please salt the tomatoes and turn them for me?
Certainly.
And I'll begin sauteing the onions. I'll take my ingredients as well. I've heated some olive oil, and now I'm going to add these 2 large onions which I chopped. Be careful that the onions don't burn. They should become translucent. It's very important.
And then you add your garlic.
And then I'll add the garlic.
So the garlic doesn't get burned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I'll put some salt and pepper and a little sugar in this.
Tomato puree as well.
And then I use a little, if the tomatoes aren't red enough or ripe enough, I add a little tomato paste to make it bright and happy looking.
It's looking really nice.
Is it? Does it look red enough to you?
Yeah, it smells nice as well. Yeah?
This has to cook for about 10 minutes
All right.
first. So I think I'm going to put a little sugar and a little salt. And, you know, I usually just throw it in, but I'm going to be a little more disciplined today. I think this is simmered enough, and I'm going to add the rice first. And I'm going not to put all the rice in immediately. I just want to see how the consistency is. I'll just put the mint, the parsley.
Okay. Do you want me to throw the pine kernels in?
And then these very few, if you have them. If you don't have any raisins, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't cook this very long.
So our mixture is ready now. We can get
Let's
with
do
the
this.
stuff in the tomatoes now. All right, lovely.
Greek brand. Exactly. And now what I'm going to do is sprinkle some sugar inside the tomato.
That's right.
Inevitably, someone leaves one tomato stuffed.
I've done that many times. Some people like to put cinnamon, don't they? In there?
I think delicious. I think this needs a little more. Just fill it lightly.
You don't fill them right to the
Not
top,
to the
do
top,
you?
because talking and cooking,
Yeah.
you know,
And
the color helps.
does it?
So that everything else will adhere to the tomatoes. And this olive oil will give a nice shiny
That's right.
taste
On the tomatoes. I follow you.
Follow me.
Follow you. Because they become boiled,
Nice
don't they?
sauce.
The tomatoes become boiled instead of roasted. Let's do that then.
So,
shall we?
Easy.
But the tomatoes are ready and they look beautiful, out of this world.
I want you to taste this.
I can't wait for this.
And we'll see what you think.
Oh, definitely.
This is fun. What do you think?
They are delicious.
Okay, now.
Oh.
They're nice, aren't they? They'll probably be even tastier tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
Once
They
they're
always
in
taste
the
better
fridge,
the following
and then you
day.
take them out a few hours ahead of the time you serve them, and they're
Well, Lydia, I want to
lovely.
thank you very much. Thank
this
you
was
for
so
all your
much fun.
hospitality.
This is so much fun.
Drink to you.
Banda
Now, I gather that was a very difficult place to film because she had this amazing apartment with all sorts of electronic gadgetry.
They kept going off, you know, it was either her lift that was ringing, or her telephone, or her cooker, or her electric blinds, you know.
Electric blinds?
Yes, she had these blinds in the window that kept going on and off, and the camera guy was going berserk, you know.
Oh, really?
Because we had to stop filming every few minutes.
And the other thing was, am I not right in thinking that she has a bean soup making contest?
That's right, yes, once a year, and all these sort of big people, you know, with lots of money gather around, and they take you know, they have a competition to see who makes the best fasolada soup.
Right.
And guess what? I had to make a fasolada soup for all these people.
Did you get a film of that?
We did,
Oh, good.
and that will come later on.
Oh, great.
And guess what?
What?
They liked it,
Oh, terrific.
and they
Of course they
invited
liked it.
me
Of course
to
they
go
liked
next year to
I'm
attend
delighted.
to the competition.
Brilliant. Loulla, I better leave you to get on
Okay.
with your stuffed peppers now. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you later. All right, first of all, I'm going to start with frying my onions and beef. We need about 2 tablespoons, sorry, of olive oil. You don't need a lot of olive oil because our meat has quite a lot of fat in it. We add 1 onion, finely chopped, stir it for a few minutes, and then we add our mince because we want them to cook together. Like that, break it up with your hands. We've got about 12 ounces of minced beef here. Now we need to stir it and break off the lumps, like that. Now this will take about 5 to 10 minutes to brown. So while that's browning, I'm going to show you how to prepare your peppers for stuffing. Okay, here we've got different colors of peppers. I'm going to show you how to prepare this one. Just slice the top off and empty the cavity. Take all the seeds away. So you've got a nice empty pepper. Do the same with the other one. There we are. Sometimes peppers don't stand very well, but there is a little trick here. You can cut the bottom of the pepper. Try not to cut them too deep, but if you do cut them too deep, do a little bit of patchwork. Put the bits back into your pepper. Now our peppers are ready. I'm just going to put them in my dish. As I said, I need the tops to put them on top when I stuff them. And let's see how our meat is doing. Oh, it's going nice and brown now. It still needs probably another 2-3 minutes. I don't know if you can see it, but it's changing color now. And it's smelling nice. And after that it's been cooking, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, which we'll do after the break.
There's a very nice smell here, Loulla. Ooh, yes.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
Oh,
but nothing is ready, I'm afraid, Charles.
Oh, well,
you
I'll
have
come back
to be
later.
patient.
Ah, goodness me. Well, we will give you all the details of Loulla's recipes in the second half, but now it's time for a break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes to sample the finished dish and try some excellent wines. Don't go away.
See you later.